Hey, what up, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 268 on this fine Friday. Now, the difference between this Friday and the last few is basically that the weekend league is already open. It's gone back to the old time frame. Just so, in case you guys didn't know, it starts now at Friday 8 a.m. and it ends on Monday morning at 8 a.m. So don't go trying to leave your games until a Monday or a Tuesday. It's not the same schedule as TOTS. However, I'm hoping the rewards, you guys will probably know by the time you're watching this, are basically eFigs, TOTS, red picks and stuff. I hope, anyway. If you enjoyed today, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. I'd love to see 1 to 2,000 likes, and of course subscribe to my channel as well if you are new around here. So let's get cracking, shall we? We have a very nice looking squad, a couple of blues, a couple of UEL cards, an icon or two, no, just one I think, and then a whole bunch of reds. All right, that's what we're going into some division rivals matches with. Now, forget what I said yesterday when I was like, oh, and I'm not getting Rivals rewards this week, because I filmed that before 6 p.m. yesterday, the day before, I don't know, the night before the video went live, and then, so it was still Wednesday night, and I had a little bout of motivation just hit me. And I went into some Rivals games. I thought, hey, I'm just going to get myself up to 3 wins so that I get some Rivals rewards. And it turns out that I ended up just going all the way to 8. So this is from, essentially, I know Rivals rewards came out yesterday for you, but this is Wednesday night so that I could actually get some rewards for Thursday. And then it obviously goes round again. So I'll have those rewards for you actually by the end of this video, which is good stuff. And with that, we're going to be able to do TOTS player pick. We're going to be able to do a couple of other player picks, a couple of premium packs, all of that lovely, lovely stuff. So we just need to get through a little bit of gameplay here. Now, I'll be honest, I was having a whale of a time. I don't know what it was about a Wednesday night, but it was certainly different to playing Rivals on a Monday during the day. It seems that the level of players that were on there were more to my level, and the good thing about that is that with some of the overpowered players I've got in my team is that I could end up coming away with the victory quite a lot of the times. So that was just peachy. That was absolutely lovely. And also, people were willing to quit a little bit more because I guess it was a Wednesday night. I had a couple of people. One person in particular was pausing it after he scored to try and get me to quit. Eventually, I think it ended up, I don't think it's in the video, because I've only shown you the victories here. It ended up making me quit because I was a couple goals down, and I honestly was just having fun playing this game, so I wasn't going to let it get to me, really. And I know I say that all the time, and I also say about how stressful this game can be. But I know that whenever I actually play this game and don't really care about it and just sit there on Discord talking to my mates, having fun, I get loads of wins in a row, or I get everything I want to get done. It's just, I wish I could keep that mindset every single time I played. But, you know, if you go on a little loss streak in Foot Champs, that can ruin you up here, can't it? So, yeah, as you can see, we were absolutely flying. 3-0 victory in that one right there. And that takes me up to, was that the 3rd win? Oh, no, it gives me the 4th win. So at that point, I'm committed to then getting 8. Otherwise, I would have wasted my time. So I thought, hey, strap on in. We're going to go ahead and get this extra dub, or the extra 4 dubs, should I say. And I'll tell you what, Tammy Abraham was just doing Tammy things. He genuinely is still up there as probably a lot. I think he's better than Lautaro, and Lautaro's a 95 rated TOTS. I think the only better striker in Serie A is probably Osimhen, unless, of course, there's an Ibra out by the time you're watching this, then Ibra's probably going to be better. I'm very much hoping that he does end up coming out, because for me, the last couple of days have been very meh in terms of end-of-era cards. Joaquin and Asensio, like, don't get me wrong, both had their eras and deserve end-of-era cards. But I feel like the stats and the ratings have been way too low for what time of the year it is. And also just, like, in general, like, you know, if there's still, like, Benzema and Zlatan and stuff to come, then we need to start getting them, in my opinion. I guess the later we leave it, the better their stats are going to be. But yeah, I'd like to actually be able to use a Zlatan for quite a long time. That would be ideal for me. So yeah, because the sooner it can be out, the better. It might have even come out last night for you. If so, then I'm just chatting waffle because I'll find it in a couple of hours when it comes out for me. So I'm 3-1 up in this game at half time. Things are looking pretty good. I think I just had a couple of games where people had paused on me, and I paused on this guy at 2-0 because I went 2-0 up quite quick. Hey, an ego-y thing to do, I get it. But it worked on me, and I just wondered maybe I could get a quick win against this guy, but then he proceeded to not quit and then play out the entirety of the game. And I guess that is the risk that you run if you are going to, like, ego pause for your opponent to try and get them to quit. I've done it a few times as well, where I would just literally stay in the game, and I actually don't blame him whatsoever. So GG's. I mean, yeah, it ended up being a nice, easy match. We got a big old victory. But yeah, I wonder if I hadn't have tried to get him to quit, whether he would have just quit at 3-0 or 4-1 or whatever it was, rather than me trying to do it at 2-0. I did it too early, didn't I? I should just not bother doing it. Simple as that. Terrible lasty offside trap once again. I mean, it's been a while since I've hit you with one of those. Because I sort of stopped doing offside traps because I'm so terrible at them. But, you know, it's nice every now and again to hit a little nostalgic classic lasty where it goes completely awry. But Jarzinho gets a penalty, scores the penalty. Who's my normal taker? Oh, it would either be Lewandowski or De Bruyne, and both of them have been benched, haven't they? So I guess Jarzinho is the new taker. That's fine by me. I don't know if necessarily he's got the best pen stats or whatever, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Like, they go in or they don't. We could pretty much hit that postage stamp just by putting 3.5 bars of power on it, and then choosing the direction nice and late. That's what I do anyway, so that they don't see the head movement. So there's 7 wins, and this is hopefully going to be our last game for our last win. Messing around with, oh, by the way, every time I got outside the box with a bit of space, I was flicking the ball up with Jude Bellingham and trying to belt it in, trying to green time it, trying to score a ridiculous volley. I don't think any of them really came off, which is why they've not been in the video. But every now and again, I hit a worldie, and then I stick it in for you to enjoy. So we get our 8 wins. Really, really great stuff there, which means we will have some rewards to open in just a second. And yeah, I was quite pleased that we managed to do that, to be fair, because I was literally at 1 win on Wednesday night thinking, I'm not going to bother doing this week. And just that little bit of extra motivation just came out of nowhere, and all good. And by the way, selling Diaby and using the other one, it seems the exact same card for me. Like, I wasn't pulling off 5-star skill moves all the time with the other one, with the TOTS one. So I think in that respect, like, if I'm not doing that, they're very similar cards. I know that obviously the TOTS has got better stats, but it is what it is, right? Oh, by the way, I had a completely, like, black screen pack. I could hear it in the background. I could skip the pack to go on into it, but I got no animation. That was an odd one. Bit of a strange one, to be fair. But we got a couple of 83s from it. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 Prime Gold Players packs, 2 Rare Mega Packs, untradeable from my Division 4 reward upgrade. Lovely stuff. And of course, that brings me to sort of like caught up to this very point in time. So we're on to the new week of Rivals now, and I've not played a game yet. We get ourselves a little Luka Modric, who I'm surprised isn't in Ultimate TOTS, to be fair, because he's got to be up there as one of the highest rated for La Liga. If not, yeah, he'll be joint highest rated, right? But yeah, they've obviously chosen other players instead. That's fine by me. The problem with these Division Rivals packs is that they are basically allergic to getting blues. If one of these packs was to get a blue, it would go all, like, its skin would go all bumpy, it would come out in a rash. They're just completely allergic to getting a blue. So with the rewards that you get, the fodder, you have to improvise, and you have to put the fodder in to something which guarantees you a blue. Smart. Or a waste, however you like to see it. There is actually a motorbike outside at the moment, which I'm curious to know if you heard, because obviously we're cancelling out as much as we can the air conditioning noise. But I'm wondering, that's the first time I've heard like traffic whilst filming a video that you guys might be able to hear. So apologies for that. I know it doesn't matter, and it's mostly in my head, but I want to provide a good audio quality for you. But I also want to not be an absolute sweaty mess. So the AC has been running the whole time. It's lovely. It's nice and cool in here. It really is. I've got my slippers on. That's how cool it is. But anyway, Sergio Ramos and a João Felix in that pack right there, and the final mega pack. Oh my God, we don't get a blue. It's gonna be. It's not even a Trent. It's a Trippier, unfortunately. So yeah, they weren't the greatest, but hey, it gives us a little bit of mid-tier fodder that I otherwise wouldn't have had, aka we can turn that stuff into a TOTS player pick for extra content. We can have a few player picks that are the 80+ ones, a couple premium packs from the Bundesliga there. That's the league that I tend to put mine into, just so I can maybe get like a Delict or something. I think that would be really nice. But yeah, here's the TOTS or TOTS moments player pick then. Are we going to get a good one? Are we going to get something that goes into the team? Oh, of course we don't. We got Arslan in that exact same position last time. We get an Odegaard, who we've already got in red, and a David Garcia, who is I think was the lowest rated card in La Liga TOTS. Oh dear. So yeah, whilst it's not a duplicate, it is a duplicate because we've already got a TOTS Odegaard in the club, and of course the red one looks much better with his kit and badge and nation and all of that sort of stuff. So the blue one can now be TOTS fodder. So yeah, all of my rivals rewards basically just gone into nothing, essentially, to get a TOTS player pick, and it's all gone again. Once again, they've got me. They've absolutely done me by putting a player pick there, which entices me to spend all my fodder before Ibra's even out. Simple as that. I am an idiot. One thing I do have in my club, though, and it's going to be, like, if Ibra comes out and if he is expensive, the one thing I do have in my club that I haven't submitted is some of the stuff that I'm really attached to. You know, the Cruyff, the Eto'o, Drogba, Alawairan. I've got all of those types of players that are obviously too good to submit into an SBC, but I just don't use anymore. So I think it might be a rip the Band-Aid off moment if and when Zlatan arrives, because if his card is good, I'm going to really want it. So it might be time to say goodbye to a lot of the players in the club that I otherwise would never submit. And that's okay. All right, as simple as that. It's going to be what it's going to be. We get a Champions League winner in Rodri, in that little player pick right there, and another Champions League winner, one of the best box-to-box midfielders in the world currently, or the best DM, whatever you want to call him. He plays everywhere, doesn't he, John Stones? What a beast he's turned out to be. But yeah, look at this squad. It's been performing for me. I could very well see myself going into the weekend league with this one. I'm quite liking the fact that it's going to be back again on a Friday morning, so I might even play my games today whilst you're watching this. However, I imagine during the day it will be really sweaty. We'll see. And also we'll see what the rewards are. But yeah, look forward to another video from myself tomorrow. Hope you are looking forward to that. Thanks for watching today. If you've enjoyed, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. I'd absolutely love to see 1,000 to 2,000 likes. Subscribe to my channel as well if you're new. Cheers. And come and follow me on social media. TikTok, Insta, Twitter. Links are down below. I'll see you tomorrow. I look forward to speaking to you then. I'll catch you later. Peace.